Are you like me and you go into your Canva file and never take a look at anything else? Well, today I'm going to have a look under the File tab because there's lots of really useful functionality there. So we'll go over to my design screen and take a look. The File tab I'm talking about is this one up here. If you've never opened it up, do click and take a look. And you can see you can do things directly from here without having to go back to your home screen. You can edit the name of your file. This is the editing pen here. It confirms what your file size is. I can click to create a new design if I want. I can show rulers and guides, and these are really useful if you want your design to have a precise look to it. So if I click on this element, you can see here the shadow of where it's shown. This is a group, and if I line it up, you can see that red line, which you'd get anyway. But you can see that just emphasized under here. And if I look at here, you can see the halfway line there. And I was slightly off. It's quite useful if I wanted to precisely measure what I wanted to do to use these guides. And you can also show the margins. All your elements and images and text should be within this area, within the dotted line. So let's take those two off. And now let's show the print bead. This is if you're going to send something to be printed, and it gives you the extra space that you need to allow around your design, because you need to have that margin as it runs through a printing press. Printing press is probably an old expression now. If you've got a document with lots of text in and you need to replace it, this is really useful. So it's the find and replace text. So you type in what you need to find and then you replace it with, and you can match capitals, and you can then choose to replace all of it or just replace the one element that you want. And remember, the PDFs you can do in Canva now can have up to 200 pages, so they're huge. If you make a mistake, you want to be able to correct it quickly and easily. This obviously is more of a pro function, which is switching your brand kit. So I can choose one of the other brands that I've got. You can only have one brand kit in a free account, although you can have many in a pro account. Save, I can ask it to save now, but also it's telling me that all changes have been saved. Again, a useful function is save to a folder. I can click on here and I can search for my folders, and I can either save it in my projects or I can save it into a folder that's been shared with me by my team. Again, because I have a pro account, it's a useful feature. It does work if you only have a free account, but obviously you only can have 2 separate folders. Next one is comments. Comments also applies if it's Teams. So these are more pro user options. Although saved folder does work if you have a free account. But this one, version history, only does work on a pro account. And that shows the different versions that I've had of this document so far, which has only been a few. And I haven't had that many changes. So you can see it when it's auto-saved and the current version. So if I close that down, go back to the original. I can make a copy without having to go back to the home page, which is really useful. So if I want to duplicate this, I can download it directly from here. So without having to go to the download, and I can open the desktop app. If I was going from a mobile design to desktop, it would be really useful. Then you find you've got help. As I said, many of these features are available in the Pro account. If you would like to have a Pro account, you'll find a link below the video, which will take you to a free trial for 45 days, which is 15 days more than the standard Canva website offer. Hope that helps, and see you next week.